the reason your hair breaks in the first place, or how black tea combats the hair breakage hormone.
Today is the day pardon me guys, I'm not even feeling like doing anything today. I don't feel like filming this video, but this video is long overdue, so I'm just going to do my very best to film it, finish up with this topic, and start. So guys, today is the day I finally address my use of black tea. I posted a video or two videos a couple of days or weeks ago. One was how to prepare black tea and the other was how I use or apply the black tea to my hair. And now the funny thing is, first of all guys, I just want to say I'm not here to force anything down your throat. I'm not here to say it's compulsory you use black tea for the same reasons I did, but I did use it and it worked very well for me, and in fact it's something I'm going to be incorporating into my hair care regimen from time to time. I was actually supposed to use black tea for about 2 weeks. I think I said that in that video. I was supposed to use it for 2 weeks. I was supposed to be rinsing my hair every single day and reapplying the black tea every single day, but we live in Nigeria, and the part of Lagos that I live in, we don't really have lights. Sometimes they go weeks without giving us light, so when we don't have lights we don't have water, so there was no water to rinse my hair every day. Like there was water, but it wasn't going. I couldn't be buying water to rinse my hair. I actually stopped. I think I stopped after the 5th day. After the 5th day we had the water issue, so I couldn't continue, so I stopped after the 5th day, and it was kind of difficult to get back on track, so I didn't even bother. The point is, I was supposed to use the black tea every day for 2 weeks. I didn't do that. I used it for about 5 days to a week. I can't remember exactly how long, but that was the duration of time. And then I was also supposed to carry you guys through the entire process, how I applied it daily. I was even supposed to do a video talking about the effect of rinsing my hair every single day, but that also did not happen. I'll try to see if I can do this again, maybe when I'm quite certain that our water won't be a problem. Anyway, back to black tea. I have been mentioning for some time prior to my use of black tea that my hair was breaking incessantly and I was trying to stop the breakage. There's a difference between breaking and shedding. Breaking is when your hair just cuts from any point of the strand, while shedding is you losing hair most times from your roots. So my hair was breaking so much that I wasn't able to tell how the growth was coming. I wasn't able to point out how much hair I was growing. And the thing about natural hair is, once your hair starts breaking more than it should or more than you're used to, you won't be able to tell how much growth you are actually able to sustain. So that was my problem. My hair was breaking too much and I had to find a way to curtail the breakage. So that was one of the reasons I started to use Chebe on my hair, and Chebe worked so well actually. But once I stopped using the Chebe, it was as if the breakage didn't really continue, but it still wasn't, my hair still wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I decided to use black tea, since I had seen a lot of recommendations on black tea for breakage and hair growth. So the two primary reasons I used black tea: one, as an anti-breakage product, and two, for hair growth. So I'm going to be talking about the anti-breakage part in this video. I'm going to talk about the anti-breakage part in this video, and hopefully this will help someone else out there. I already have like 2 or 3 people who have told me that they started using the black tea because they saw it in my video and it actually helped them. So yeah, the things on here work. I want to just say the black tea that I used, I'm getting popped. The black tea that I used in this video is Lipton Yellow Label. It's advisable that if you're going to use black tea on your hair, you opt for an organic brand. Try not to use tea with sweeteners, try not to use tea with any extra ingredients that are unhealthy, so just go for the most organic brand. And Lipton tea, as we know it, is one of the oldest brands of tea in Nigeria, and it's actually an organic brand. So, and it was also the one that I had available. In fact, I didn't know I was going to start the black tea that day, but I realized I had it, so I went ahead and made it and started to use it, and it turned out really well. If I can find a picture of how much hair I was losing as at the time I stopped, I'll put it here. Otherwise, anyway, I was saying that I recommend organic black teas. They are the best.
And now we're going to talk about the reason your hair breaks in the first place, or how black tea combats the hair breakage hormone.
So apart from the two reasons I mentioned for my use of black tea, other reasons you can use black tea in your hair include it increases blood flow through your scalp, it adds shine to your hair, it boosts hair growth, I said that, it reduces shedding, I said that, and it softens your hair. And I'm also going to talk about how all of these things actually happen while I use the black tea. Now let me run you guys through the process of me using black tea. The first thing that I did was prepare my black tea. I'm going to link the two videos on that in the description box. The first thing that I did was prepare my black tea. After that, when it came to application, I applied the tea to my hair in sections. The only thing in my spray bottle was the black tea. So you know, you prepare your black tea, soak it in water and all of that, and then I put that in my spray bottle. Now I had to rinse my hair every single day. This is even more advisable if you're going to go out, and considering the fact that Lagos is a very dusty city, I rinsed my hair and I actually noticed a difference. Like, apart from the fact that my hair was really shiny, the breakage reduced and it was really soft. So I rinsed my hair every day, applied the tea to my hair in sections. What I simply did was to saturate my hair with water and then unravel each section, rinse it on its own, comb through, and then do that for the entire of my head. And then once I was done with that, to apply the black tea, I simply unraveled each section, applied the black tea, twisted it back, and then that was that. So it was really that simple. So that was all I did for those 5 days, and that's it for the process. But where the black tea is concerned, the reason black tea works just as well for hair as it works when you consume it is because black tea contains antioxidants which flush out toxins from your body once you consume it. And for the application to your hair, it increases blood flow circulation through your scalp, which one way or the other boosts hair growth. And then it strengthens your hair strands, which reduces the breakage you get if your hair strands were extremely soft or just soft before. However, there are a few disadvantages of using black tea still. As we know, everything that has an advantage has a disadvantage, and because of the fact that black tea contains caffeine leads to drying out of hair. So if you leave the black tea in your hair for too long, your hair would tend to dry out, and if you keep reapplying it without rinsing it out, your hair would dry out. So is black tea good for use against hair breakage and hair loss? Yes, it is, but I do not actually recommend using it as a staple product continuously without a break because of the dryness that tends to come from continuous usage. I mentioned earlier that the reason my hair, okay, I didn't mention this, but the reason my own hair did not dry out was because I was rinsing it out every day and then sealing my hair with oil every single day. So that's it for the advantages and the disadvantages, the main ones. There really isn't much to it. Once you start using the black tea on your hair, you have to first of all make sure that it's working well on your hair. You can go ahead and do a patch test, which I mentioned earlier, and then once you're certain that it works really well for your hair, you use it. Don't forget to use it, apply it, rinse it out. And now there are actually several ways you can apply black tea to your hair. My way is not the conventional method. In fact, I don't know if there is anyone that used it or uses it the way that I used it. People typically apply it as a pre-poo, that they apply it to their hair before they shampoo. And also I've read that people apply it to their hair as a deep conditioner or before they deep condition. So you shampoo your hair, you condition your hair, and then you apply the black tea, leave it for a couple of minutes, rinse it out, and then you go ahead and apply your deep conditioner. I don't like stress, and my way worked for me, so you can actually go ahead and try the method that I did. And if you discover that it does not work for you, please stop using, don't even bother, just either use it as a pre-poo or use it before your deep conditioner. But it's recommended that you go ahead and deep condition your hair every single time you use black tea, just to replenish the moisture you would have lost as a result of using the black tea. So there really isn't much to this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just hope you guys picked up 1 or 2 things from this. Like I said earlier, I'm going to try again and see if I can go back to using black tea. I'll definitely use it again, but what I'm going to try and do is see if I can keep up with rinsing my hair every day, reapplying the black tea every day, and then filming the process for you guys. Fingers crossed. I'm not promising, but I'll try and see if it's something that I can do. So I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. If we didn't, please go ahead and leave your comments, criticisms, and your complaints in the comment section. I'll go over them and I'll make another video. For now, take care guys, see you in my next one.